if you could make over $30,000 a month from the comfort of your own home by doing something just one time? Course creators on platforms like Udemy and Skillshare are making tens of thousands of dollars a month by creating a course one time and then having the platform sell it for them.
In 2020, we made $449,295 on Skillshare. Again, blew my mind, completely absurd. Just somehow managed to make $859,000 just teaching classes on Skillshare.
This is something that anybody can do, and it doesn't matter what your skill level is. If you know something that somebody else doesn't, and maybe you're just a few steps ahead of them, and you're able to help that person become educated, then you can be a course creator. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly step by step on how you can start your own course creation business very easily, also by using some of the latest AI technology tools. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to publish my course with you. That way we can have our courses live together, and we can see how well they do in the future. The first thing that we're going to cover is the platforms themselves. So if you've never gone to Udemy or Skillshare, this is what Udemy looks like when you go on. You can see here, if you, let's say, was looking for something very similar to YouTube, but let's say I wanted to learn how to do Python programming. So if I type in here Python and then I type that in, we can see the results, and we have a bunch of different courses, over 10,000 results of different Python related courses. And you can see here, there's a lot of content in here, 64 hours, 22 hours, 31 hours. But you don't have to create hours and hours of content to be able to have a course that sells. There's a lot of courses on here that also sell that are only a few hours long. You can see this one here. This is 4.5 total hours, and this course sells for $40, and there's over 26,000 people that have purchased and reviewed this course. Now, this is just the public reviews, and you know that if there's that many reviews on a particular product, then you know that this thing is being purchased a lot, because not a lot of people actually leave reviews. But it's not just technical things, it's literally anything that can be taught to somebody could be on one of these platforms. You can see here the different categories. We have development, things like web development, programming. We have business, management, sales, operations, business law, e-commerce, finance and accounting, economics, finance, investing, trading, money management tools, IT and software, office and productivity, design, marketing, lifestyle, photography, health and fitness, so on, so on. You get the idea. Here's another example. If somebody put into Udemy ChatGPT, they would get around 1,500 results of different courses available for ChatGPT. And if you type in ChatGPT business, then you start getting a lot more niche. You can see here, these are different courses. This one is discover, validate, and launch new business ideas with ChatGPT. There's a few other courses here that use the keywords ChatGPT and business. And you can see here, I actually have my course on Udemy as well, ChatGPT Business Mastery. It's underneath the hot and fresh courses. So it's a brand new course that just got posted, and it's being sold for about $15. So a lot of these courses are very cheap, and then Udemy will actively try to promote them for you. But let's say if we were to click into one of these courses, for example. So when you click into this course, you can see that there's over 21,000 students. And then we have these different sections of the course content that's broken down. We can see here, does your business idea make sense? And then you can go down towards the bottom where it's how to create a promo video for your startup. You can go down to the bottom and see all the public reviews for the course, which is nice because that helps with that transparency. Similar to if you were to go and try to buy a product on Amazon, you can see all of the reviews to find out if this is actually a credible course. When you go to Skillshare, it's slightly different because you're paying for a monthly subscription service, and then you get access to all of their courses on the platform. So when you go down, you can see people like Ali Abdal, they have their courses on here as well. If you click on browse, you can see all the different types of courses that you could be taking, things like animation, film, fine art, illustration, music, photography, and then business, marketing, lifestyle, productivity, etc., etc. And if you type in here as well, let's say ChatGPT, since that's a topic that's pretty popular right now, you can see all these different courses on here, and there's only 55 on Skillshare as compared to on Udemy, there was over, I believe, 1,500. Every platform is going to have different types of content, more or less, and you can post them on both platforms, which I'm going to be showing you at the end of this video as well. Now what we want to do is start doing market research. So here I've created a Udemy instructor profile, which is completely free. You don't have to have a course in order to get the instructor profile. And then you click on this little thing on the left called Tools, and then go to Marketplace Insights. When you click on this, it's going to show you some of the different promising topics that you could create content about, things like Doodly or Apogee. You can see there's a lot of tech related stuff, but this is just to kind of give you an idea of things that are trending up in popularity. As you can see on this graph, they are starting to trend, but we can type in here literally anything. So for me, because I have been talking a lot about ChatGPT, I really enjoy ChatGPT. If I type in ChatGPT and we go to the market research insight tools here, we scroll down and you can see that creators are making over $27,000 a month by creating a course one time and then posting it on the platform. And the median monthly revenue is $72. So if your course is not very popular or people don't enjoy it, you might make around $72 a month. But if you happen to be at the front page of Udemy, you can make over $27,000 a month. And you can see here that the student demand is very high, but there is also a high number of courses available for this particular niche. What's cool here is you can see the search volume trend. So here around November is when ChatGPT got released, courses started getting created and posted around December. And then you can see here, it's just been an upward trend. February, March, there's even more people coming onto the platform looking for ChatGPT related courses. You can see some of the top search keywords being ChatGPT, prompt engineering, OpenAI, GPT, etc. And then other potential topics of interest that you could create content around, such as productivity apps. And then when you go down, you can see some of the top earning courses. So these are the courses that are currently making the most amount of money on ChatGPT, upwards of that $27,000 a month just from these ChatGPT courses. The other really cool thing about this Udemy dashboard is that you can also find different languages. So if we typed in here, let's say the German for ChatGPT. So if you speak German, French, Portuguese, Spanish, or I've seen even Korean, then you can also make money on this platform as well. You can see here people that speak German that are creating content about ChatGPT are making $3,600 a month. And the median for the people that are German ChatGPT creators are making $1,600 a month. So if you speak German, much easier for you to be able to start making money off of this. So you can use this tool when doing your market research to find out exactly how much you could potentially make by creating your specific content. Let's say that you're into underwater photography. You can go over here and then you can see how much people are making potentially with underwater photography. It's a little bit less, $97 per month, because this is pretty niche for a type of photography course. But let's say that you are a photographer and you do a bunch of different types of photography. You could create a bunch of different photography courses covering different related things. So we could do, let's say, photography for street, photography for Instagram, for travel, for all these different things, landscape photography. And you could be potentially making hundreds of dollars a month or even thousands for your course covering different related topics. So let's say that you're a photographer and you want to create a landscaping course. Well, what you can do is you can go to Udemy and see landscape photography courses and look at how they're structuring their outlines. See what it is that they're including in here. Things that you must know, advanced, basic, and they're covering different things like understanding ISO for landscape photography, understanding shutter speeds with a waterfall, all these niche related things related to photography and landscapes. And you can go through and you can just copy over what it is that they're doing and then paste that into an Excel doc. So for example, I'm going to open up all of these different sections. And then I'm going to go to the bottom here and I'm just going to copy all of this information over. And then I'm going to open up a Google Sheet like this and then just paste the information over. And now I could go in and clean all of this up, but I have all of the content that I could potentially want to include in my course. And then what I would do is I would go to the next landscape photography course like this, and I would then maybe copy over that course outline as well. You can see here, they have all of their course stuff, and I could just go like this and see what it is that I'd want to include in my course as well. So I might just put this one here, and then I can just compare and contrast these two courses, see what it is that I want to include. The other thing that I recommend doing is going down and then looking at the reviews. So you can show all reviews. And then what I like to just do is click on the 3-4 stars and see what it is that people are commenting and saying. That way I know what I should be putting into my course. You can see this person saying this is more of a nature photography course, not a landscape course. This person's complaining that it contains a minimal landscapes, but a lot of nature. This person says there should be some more exercises included. So I would go through all of the different courses and then look at the reviews and start to identify trends that I see, things that people are expecting or would like to see included in these specific courses. Another thing that you can do is you can go to ChatGPT and just ask what you should include in your course. So I'm going to say, I am creating a course about landscape photography. What should I include in the course material? So you can see here now ChatGPT is telling me what it is that we should include into our course to make it full. If this is still not enough information for you, you can say, give me the lessons for each section. And just like that, we're getting the lessons created for our course using ChatGPT in order to help us brainstorm ideas as far as what it is that we should be creating. Another thing that you can do is you can take the lessons from somebody else's course, just copy all of that information over, and then go to ChatGPT, paste that over. Instead, what we're going to do here at the very top, we're going to say, please look at these lessons and see if we can incorporate some into our course. So you can see here, it took the lessons from the other course and then it's starting to incorporate into our course. Now I'm going to say, give me the lessons. And now it's going to start building a new lesson itinerary for us based on the new course data as well as the original course data that ChatGPT gave us. So what I can do here now is I can just copy all of this information over. I'll go to our sheet. Maybe I'll make a new tab here and then I'll say like this. So now we have all of our course related lessons right over here. Now with recording your course, this is going to vary depending on the type of content that you're creating. If you're doing, let's say, programming and you wanted to do a programming course, then all you would need to do is a type of screen share software such as Streamlabs OBS here. This is one of the tools that I use for being able to record my screen. That's how I'm recording my screen right here. And you can just download this for any of your devices. It's very easy to use. Obviously, if you're going to be recording something that's not related to being online, such as a photography course, for example, then you're going to need to record with your camera. But in this example, I'm just going to be showing you how to be able to do this if you are going to be doing a type of screen share course, which I honestly think is probably one of the more easier, more manageable courses to be able to create. And that's how I created my first course. Once you download Streamlabs, it looks something kind of like this. So when you download Streamlabs, you have things called scenes, sources, and then your mixer. Your scene is how you're going to structure different sources. So within a scene, you can have different sources. In this standard scene, for example, I have my screen share right here, and then I also have some different cameras that I can include, and then my microphone. And you can see over here on the bottom right, I have the different inputs. So you can see here, this is the input coming from my Samsung Q9U microphone, this one right here. If I wanted to add a new source, I could just click on this little plus. I can include a browser source, a window capture, anything that I want. I could also have my face showing in the bottom right-hand corner, but I don't personally do that because I have this camera right here. But if you're just trying to do a screen share, then you add your source right here, and then you can start recording your screen just like this. This takes us to the last step, which is editing your course. So there's a couple different options you can use for editing your course. There's the free version, which would be using, let's say, DaVinci Resolve. This is a very powerful video editor, and it can get very complicated if you don't have a lot of experience with higher end video editing software, but this is an alternative to Premiere Pro or any of the other subscription or one-time purchase type of video editing softwares. But again, it can be a little bit complicated if you aren't experienced. Obviously, you can use YouTube and learn how to use it, or maybe you even create your own course teaching people how to use DaVinci Resolve after you've learned how to be able to do that yourself. Alternatively, you could use InVideo. InVideo, it's a tool that I've talked about on this channel quite a few times. What I like about InVideo is that it's just very easy. If you are a first-time video editor, you can do everything from your web browser. It includes a lot of stock images, videos, audio, a lot of really great tools, AI tools also included in InVideo as well. If you wanted to use InVideo and support my channel, you can use the link in the description to be able to start editing your videos like this. I'm going to show you some of the basics of using InVideo because I find it just a little bit easier to be able to show people that are maybe first-time video editing. So you can go over to your account and then you click on new, and then you would do editor and then landscape. So the nice thing about InVideo is that you can change the landscape mode. So if you're trying to do YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels, whatever it is, you can do that and change the landscape very easily. Once you create your new file, you can just click on browse and then you can upload wherever your movie is, something like this video, for example. This is a little video that I created earlier, and you can see here my video is uploaded, and then I can just drag this onto the timeline, and now I have my video on the timeline, and the quality will improve. It just takes a minute for it to buffer. Let's say that I was trying to create a course about how to set up a podcast studio. You could go over here, click on text, and then I can just click on add heading, and then it'll add that to my timeline. And then what we can do here is, let's say I wanted to name the microphone, so I can say here, this is the Samsung, and then I can resize this. I can resize this and then just put this like right here. We can add in music if we wanted to. So if I wanted something that's a little bit more, let's say lo-fi, if I type in here lo-fi, we can find some lo-fi music. If we wanted to resize the video, we can just click here. If we want to add in some additional elements, we can click on the little elements tab down here. And then let's just say that we wanted to get a pointer, and then we can see some different types of pointers. Let's say I like this little mouse one here. So I want the little mouse pointer. So now we have this, and I can have things pointing to specific, let's say, a product. And you can see just how easy this is to be able to edit, add in things, add in text, add in images, and we could have a little arrow, change the rotation. So if you're trying to do a basic edit for a course, and video could be a good option. But if you are trying to go the free route, then DaVinci Resolve is a great alternative, but again, can be a little complicated. So now that you've done your market research, outlined your course, recorded your course, edited your course, the last step is to press publish on your course. And I'm going to take you back to Udemy. So you can see here, I actually published my course, the ChatGPT Business Mastery. I just published this course, and you can see here, this month we have not earned any money. Again, this is a brand new course, so it still needs time to be on the platform, and I probably am going to have to do some different marketing tactics in order to get this course to be purchased by more people. Because the niche that I created this course on was a little bit more saturated, it might need a little bit more push in order to get people to actually start purchasing this course. But again, there's lots of different courses out there that you can create, and you can make money and have that build up incrementally over time. I did post this course on Skillshare, and I have actually been making money on the Skillshare platform. So if you want to see that video that I recorded going over my Skillshare analytics and showing you exactly how much that I've made so far, you can watch that video link in the description as well. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to publish a course. So when you go to your Udemy instructor profile, you click on new course, and then you go to course, click continue, and then what is going to be the title. Let's say this is going to be the ChatGPT Marketing Mastery, for example, because we want to do something that's a little bit more niche that people might be looking for. And then we choose the category. I would be doing, let's say, business, and then we go here. I say I have lots of time. You could just, whatever it is that you want to put. This is not really an important part of the course creation process. And then here you can see all the different steps that you need to do in order to publish your course. What will students be learning in the course? So this is actually a really cool thing that you can do is we could take all of this information, and then let's say we go back to ChatGPT, for example, and then we type in here, please provide the following based on the course we created. So you can see here now ChatGPT is actually going to answer all of the questions for us and provide that. So we can just copy all this information over from ChatGPT and then paste this into Udemy just like that. Next is going to be the film and edit section. Next is going to be the curriculum section. So this is where you are going to take the outline that you created, such as this one, and let's say that this is going to be your section. So introduction to landscaping, for example. So we'd go here, we'd edit, say introduction to landscape photography, save lecture, add item, and you can see here, this is going to be the section title. So I'm going to name this the section title, go to the next, copy that, what is landscape photography, and then this is going to be what is our landscape photography lecture. Once you've edited your content, you're just going to go here, click on content, and then click on video, and then select the video, and then that's essentially it. The course landing page, this is going to be the header, something like this. So what you can do here is you can, let's say, look at other people's courses to get an idea of how you should structure yours, but also when you take this information and you've created your course, let's say an outline in ChatGPT, you can then have ChatGPT come up with the title, subtitle, and the description for you. When it comes to creating the course image, I recommend using Canva. So you can just go to Canva and then do create a design. You can see what the dimensions are, 750 by 422 pixels. We go here and then we can do custom size, 750 by 422 pixels. And then we can create our thumbnail for our cover art right in here. So we could just go in and then let's say select something like this, and then we can have our thumbnail created for our course. Next, you can go to the pricing section, and then when you go over here, you can select whatever price point you want. You can charge up to $199 for your course, but what Udemy does is that they drastically drop the prices of all their courses. So you have to be okay with offering a very cheap, low ticket course, because that's how Udemy promotes their courses. So even though you might put $199, because Udemy is constantly doing these deals, they're typically going to be around like $10, $20 per course, as opposed to the price that you put. There are some cases in the off chance that somebody just really wants this course and there isn't a sale going on right now, so somebody might purchase your course. But from what I've heard from other course creators is that majority of the time, people are just getting the discounted prices that Udemy is constantly offering people. Over here in the promotions tab, you can create custom coupons for your course. So if you actually want to use my link, you can actually purchase the ChatGPT Business Mastery course in the description if you want to support the channel and are interested. Anytime somebody uses your code, you actually get more money for the course, because if Udemy promotes your course and makes a sale, then Udemy is also going to get a portion of the revenue. And that's it. It's very simple. Now you've officially published your course. And I just want to let you know that you can do this. You can make money online. You can make your full-time living by being a creator, by starting these businesses, by doing different things. You're not going to find success by just watching YouTube videos. You have to go out there and actually do the work. On this channel, I'm trying to show you different ways on how you can actually make real money online by actually doing stuff myself as well. So if you want to follow along the journey and get these financial nuggets, then subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to seeing your success.